Again, good evening, everyone. So let's start our session. And today's session topic is effective teaching strategies for modern classrooms. So today, for this session, objectives are to understand structured lesson plan techniques, design clear and measurable learning outcomes, create engaging and interactive classrooms, apply activity-based and competency-based approaches, align teaching with NEP 2020, and enhancing classroom delivery and student outcomes. So before we start, and I have a question here. First of all, teachers, I would request everyone to turn on your cameras so that we can make this session interactive. I can see few have turned on. Yes, thank you so much. Okay. So just a normal conversation on this, like what do you think that why structured lesson plan is important? Anyone? You may share your
Yes,
views,
ma'am.
please. Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am, tell me.
Nitaji, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Ma'am, lesson गोल है जो हम बच्चों को सिखाना चाहते हैं वो समय रहते हम प्राप्त कर सके.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, thank you so much, Anita ma'am. So moving on, as ma'am said, कि हम लोग टाइम रहते हुए कैसे क्लास को मैनेज कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो आई हैव मोर पॉइंट्स टू ऐड टू द सेम थिंग, that it provides the clarity and direction, right? So when you enter into the class, you cannot just go without any direction, without any clarity. So this gives you the clarity and also direction how to take your class or how to manage your classroom, right? It also ensures the curriculum coverage. You cannot just go, we understand that we require structured lesson plan, but it also is very important that it contains your curriculum, the content that you're going to teach them, because after all, we have to complete our portion, right, in a session. So term one, term two, like that, the whatever structure you all follow, right? So this is also one aim where we have to complete our curriculum as well, right? So it also ensures that your coverage of your curriculum is also covered in the lesson plan. It also improves the time management, right? We have so much in our mind, being teachers, we have so much, we have so much creativity in our mind, but that should not can be inculcated every time in the classroom. Right thing should be inculcated in the classroom, right? So for that, you have to manage whatever lesson plan you're designing. It also improves when it comes to the time management, right? You can within the time frame, you can uh, uh, complete the task or the objectives that you have set, right? And it also enhances the student engagement. So lesson plan should be designed in such a way that it uh, enables the students to engage more and more in the classroom, in the form of activity, you can say writing thing, speaking, whatever the way you are designing your lesson plan in. Okay, so I have a video, teachers. Let's watch this.
There is no sound, Sharanjit ji. Yeah.
Involve
Now
me,
it's okay.
apparently said, tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. But what do we really know about effective learning hundreds of years later? Many respected economists and educators from the world's leading universities researched this topic. They discovered that many things don't matter, such as classroom size, new technology, or fancy uniforms. Their evidence suggests that the secret to thriving students is amazing teachers. Here's what they have learned. First, we have to acknowledge that teaching is a highly complex skill. It involves a deep understanding of the subject matter and the ability to explain complex issues in simple ways. But it also requires an understanding of psychology, pedagogy, as well as a wide range of management skills in order to get the students first quiet and then excited. Rob Coe, professor at Durham University, reported that many widely used methods don't work. For example, grouping students by ability, giving unearned praise, or the idea that students can discover complex concepts by themselves. Instead, master instructors have high expectations and maximize the lesson time. But most importantly, they combine high-quality instruction with pedagogical content knowledge. They don't teach a subject, they teach their students how to learn it for themselves. In order to get it right, we have to treat and train teachers like brain surgeons. After all, they operate on human brains. Like aspiring doctors, they are best trained in the field, where they receive professional feedback when they make mistakes. Effective schools of education, therefore, train teaching like a craft, rather than an abstract science. At Sposato, a graduate school of education known for creating effective teachers, students spend a lot of their time tutoring or assisting professionals. Teachers who are already in the classroom need regular professional feedback on the job. A vast study by Roland Fryer from Harvard found that teachers who receive precise instructions together with specific regular feedback from a lead teacher will improve the most. Other good ideas to improve teachers are to ask the students for feedback or to record lessons on video and let the teachers watch themselves. Doug Lemov, founder of Uncommon Schools and author of Teach Like a Champion, identified many methods that great teachers use. They greet each student at the door so students feel welcomed and acknowledged of their existence. Later, they use a strong voice and don't stop talking until they have everyone's attention. Plus, they teach for mastery learning to ensure students get it 100% right before they proceed. But maybe most importantly, great teachers first get their students excited and then keep their attention through storytelling and engaging activities that spark their imaginations. A paper published by Stanford in 2009 showed that leadership makes a big difference too. At low-performing schools, principals hardly ever show up in the classrooms, but instead spend most of their time on administration, documents, or finance. Schools with better students have principals that get out of their office and spend a lot of time in the classrooms, supervising and developing the teachers. Together, they can make a big difference in their students' life. Economist Raj Chetty and his team analyzed the data of 2.5 million US students and 18 million test results. He thinks that instructors who are good at teaching to the test have a big impact. On average, having such a teacher for just 1 year raises the students' test scores and cumulative lifetime income by $14,500 in 2011 dollars. On early childhood education, he has another hypothesis. Great kindergarten teachers help to develop social skills, discipline, and character. Their impact does not improve test scores during the school years, but surprisingly re-emerges years later when their former students apply those skills to advance in their careers and find meaningful and well-paying jobs. Eric Hanushek, professor at Stanford University, computed how much good teachers really matter. He found out that top teachers get students to learn 50% more each year than an average instructor. Poorly trained ones, just half of the average. That means that 10 years at school can either result in 15 years of actual learning or just a mere 5 years. This is a massive difference that mainly hurts children from low-income families who can't afford extra classes or changing to a better school. American novelist Gail
Yeah. So, teachers, you must have observed few things, when you were observing this video. So I want you to, before we come to the discussion on what we have observed, right? I have a small activity for all of you present here, that according to you, okay, just draw your classroom, how you want your classroom, right? So I want you to draw in a, on a pace, small, kind of environment that you want always in your class. How you want your classroom look, or ideal classroom according to you. Just draw. Teachers, I hope I'm clear with my instructions. Just draw the classroom which you want.
Sort of, madam, in this pattern, the way you have created it, or
No,
something,
no, according to them
table,
first.
chair, and everything.
No, according to them. According to them.
Okay. Okay.
Just draw a classroom environment, how you want your classroom ideally, how you want it. When you think about your ideal classroom, so how you want it.
I have done, ma'am.
Okay. So teachers, you can share your picture. If you have drawn something, you can share.
Anvita ji, you want to
Okay,
ask
ma'am.
something?
Okay.
No, no, I
Anvita,
wanted to tell what I have drawn. I have
yeah,
I've
please.
drawn it very rough, so I don't think I
बताइए.
can share. But I've imagined a classroom where there's a lot of learning material lying. There are learning corners, and students are doing a lot of learning by themselves. That's the type of classroom which I would like, not the normal traditional classroom where children sit in rows and this type of arrangement.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Anvika ma'am. Anyone else want to
Yeah,
share?
Anita ji, you also did it now. Tell us.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, बताइए.
हाँ, मैम एक्चुअली ना मैं पिक्चर शेयर नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, मैं उसको एक्सप्लेन कर दूँ.
ठीक है, ठीक है. Go ahead. Please
हाँ
go
मैम,
ahead.
जैसे हाँ, हाँ वो क्लास बोर्ड जो है, ब्लैक बोर्ड है, उसके सामने हम जो स्टूडेंट की चेयर लगाएंगे वो ऐसे यू शेप में इस प्रकार से, और बीच में सिर्फ 2 रोज होंगी. और जो हमारी वॉल है वहां पे जैसे क्रिएटिव बच्चे जो प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह बनाते हैं, चार्ट्स बनाते हैं इंफॉर्मेटिव, वो लगाएंगे.
Okay.
और बस इतना ही मैंने बनाया कि इस प्रकार से अरेंज करेंगे सो दैट मैं क्लास में जब रोमिंग करूं, तो जहां भी हम खड़े हों वहां से मुझे सारे बच्चे मतलब अप्रोचेबल हो, मैं बच्चों के लिए अप्रोचेबल हूँ कि वो मुझ तक आसानी से पहुंच सके और मैं उन तक आसानी से पहुंच सकूं.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Anita ma'am. And
थैंक यू मैम.
now, and now since you are able to imagine, you are also able to explain, connect with the topic, today's topic, right? I have another question, that is your classroom, settlement, or you can say the classroom environment, directly or indirectly connected with the lesson plan also? Can you connect that?
यस मैम.
Yeah. Yes.
यस
आपका
मैम.
लेसन प्लान जो है वो आपके क्लासरूम के सेटअप से कैसे आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हो उसको? I want somebody else to answer now here. Miss Amarjeet Kaur.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, tell me, do you think that your classroom setup, or as ma'am Anita ma'am said that मैं class के 2 row बनाऊंगी, I'll put chart papers around and all that stuff. Do you think it is connected with your lesson plan as well?
यस मैम, क्योंकि हम जैसे बच्चों को क्लासरूम में हम जो हम लेसन प्लान में शो करते हैं, तो
हाँ जी.
एटलीस्ट हम, क्योंकि आई एम टीचिंग इन नर्सरी क्लास,
Okay.
यस,
तो
सो कुछ
आपके तो और
ऐसे,
भी ज्यादा, नर्सरी का तो और भी प्री प्राइमरी का रहता है मैम, कि
यस
आपको
मैम,
वैसे ही चार्ट्स या आपको मैनिपुलेटिव्स वैसे यूज करने ही पड़ते
यस
हैं,
मैम,
राइट?
जैसे
यस।
फ्लैश कार्ड हो गए, चार्ट्स हो गए, मतलब
हाँ
कुछ
जी।
ऐसे ऑब्जेक्ट्स हो गए, रियल ऑब्जेक्ट्स हम शो करना पड़ता है, जैसे बच्चा आइडेंटिफाई करे उस चीज को लेके। देन सेकेंडली जो है, हम कुछ भी बोर्ड्स पे ड्रॉ करके देते, बच्चा उस चीज को आइडेंटिफाई करे, चाहे वो अल्फाबेट्स हो, चाहे कोई पिक्चर हो, लाइक
यस।
दिस मैम।
And sitting arrangement also, ma'am, matters, right?
यस मैम।
How you
Manisha ji, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to add to this that being in
Yeah.
preschool, we can actually connect our lesson plan on a weekly or a daily basis, depending on how we've drawn up our lesson plan. If we have some activities, especially in preschool, we set up exploratory tables. And in fact, we are currently practicing that. And supposing we have a story for the week, so we'll have our theme board will be based on that. There'll be work done by the children. If we have a story, let's say that we start in a week, we'll have sequencing, we'll have teaching learning material, of course, related to the topic. And how the classroom setup can be adapted would be using these TLMs connected to the topic. Otherwise, general display will remain the same. So supposing I have a general display of phonics and swar and vyanjan, that will all remain the same. But there will be a table wherein activity related, if it's a STEAM activity, if it's an eco club activity, we can put things where children can go and do hands-on activities.
Very nice, Manisha ji. Very
Thank
nice.
you so much, Manisha ma'am, for sharing your ideas and of course the practice that you are already doing it. So I agree that yes, there are some charts or there are some things which need to be put for the entire session, right? You cannot just remove them. But
Yes, ma'am.
according to the topic, of course, the TLMs which we are making every topic wise, right? That need to be put when you are also planning at the same time when you are making your lesson plans, designing your lesson plans. So your entire classroom environment also plays very important role when you are designing lesson plans. So both goes, both go hand in hand. So this is what I believe actually. So thank you so much everyone here who shared their opinions. Now moving forward, so let's discuss, as you have already mentioned few of the components of lesson plan, as we discussed just now, the manipulatives or the charts that we are using. So first of all, the very important component of a lesson plan is objective, right? Like for example, today's session was also designed for by keeping an objective in our mind. So when I planned this entire session, when I prepared this PPT, also I had an objective in my mind, that should be there so that it can be achieved or it should be achieved by end of the session. So anything which you have planned or you are planning must have an objective. So if you have a topic, all right, it should have some objective when you are entering into the class, right? So next part, which is again very important, that is introduction. All right. So without introducing anything, you cannot just start with any lesson in the classroom. All right. So it should have an introduction. Then pedagogy, what kind of methodology you are going to use in the classroom. Okay. And then after that, once you decided that this methodology, maybe it could be anyone you want to share, what are the pedagogies that normally we apply in the classroom? Anyone?
Storytelling.
Storytelling. Okay.
So for
What else?
senior class, it's inquiry based or
Inquiry based. Perfect.
research
Activity
based.
based.
Yes. Activity based. Or what else?
Puppetry.
Ma'am,
Yes.
hello
Excuse
ma'am.
me, ma'am. Use
Experiential
object
learning.
related.
Experiential learning. Okay.
Ma'am, use object related topic.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, teachers. So
Demonstration.
again, ma'am.
Demonstration.
Demonstration. Yes. So these are the methodology which when we designing a lesson plan, we always think about these methods that we are going to imply in the classroom. After that, we also plan the activities, how you can make more your concept or how you can make your teaching more effective and interesting for the children. All right. So for that, you need to plan activities in such a way that fun and learning both are happening at the same time. All right. So somebody mentioned experiential learning. All right. So those activities should be designed in such a way that you are actually connecting with the real life examples, right? So that is how you make more experiential learning for the children, right? Even if it is language, language can also be connected with the real life examples. Okay, conducting role plays, all right, debates, speeches. Okay, so these kind of drama, these kind of things actually make you connected with the real examples, right? And after that, the activities are designed. You, of course, you are going to, you introduce, you explain the concept with the help of activities, with the help of worksheets, notebook work, homework, all right? After that, of course, you are going to assess them. This is also very, very important component of a lesson plan, okay? So assessments should happen. It could be oral, it could be written, right? Depending upon the structure of the school. After that, what matters is the reflection, okay, that you are going to see after the assessment is done. You are able to see what is child is not able to answer or not. Is the child able to now answer maybe orally, written, or with the help of drawing, whatever task you have given in the form of assessment. Are children able to do that? All right. After that, you are also able to find out then whatever objectives that you had set when you were designing the lesson plans, are those objectives achieved now? Okay. So for example, I'll take one example of nouns. So my objective is my children will be able to identify the nouns. Okay. My children will be able to give the difference, or maybe types of nouns, will be able to identify those and write. Okay. For example, this is my objective. So I should be able to know after the entire chapter is done, after the assessment is done, I should know now that whether my child is able to identify the nouns or not, right? So this is what outcome is. So whatever you objective you have set, are you able to achieve that objective or not? That comes or reflects through the outcomes. Okay. After that, you are able to see now that yes, child is able to identify now, or maybe child is not able to identify even after you spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes in the in the lecture, and you followed each and every step of the lesson plan, but still there are children who could not, or maybe you could not achieve the objective for them, right? So with the help of recapitulation, you are going to now achieve the same objective now with the help of recap with those particular children only. So you will change the methodology here. I hope you're getting my point now, teachers, right? Maybe you adopted inquiry-based methodology when you were designing the lesson plan, but that methodology did not work for some of the children. Okay. So in that case, you will change the methodology now once you get to see that my learning outcomes still have not, achieved with some of the children. So there I will change my pedagogy, my methodology. Okay. So these are the very, very important components when you are designing a lesson plan. Okay, teachers. Now there is difference, since we just saw one of the component of as objectives and learning outcomes. All right. This picture explains it very well. So observe these pictures, teachers, both of the pictures. Now you can see that what learning objectives are and what are learning outcomes. Okay. Now understand, be able to know these are the objectives which you have set, or it's in your mind that yes, if this is the concept, my children should be able to, my children will be understanding this, okay, or will be able to know. So this is how your objectives are always set or written in the lesson plan. Okay. And learning outcomes are what? After completing the entire chapter where you had inculcated the methodology, different activities, homework, classroom, written work, worksheet, everything you have given, assessments also. But at the end of the, the explanation entire chapter, you have now seen that, yes, my children now can explain it. My children can create something now, or my children can solve the problem now. So this is what learning outcomes are. So I hope teachers, this differentiation is clear to all of you. Anything which
Yes,
you want to
ma'am.
know?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Anyone?
Yes, ma'am. Clear,
Can we
ma'am.
move on? So
Yes, ma'am.
moving forward. Now, learning outcomes, characteristics of good learning outcomes. So these are the basically learning outcomes which will help you to understand better. So SMART, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So basically, this should be based on this approach, your learning outcomes. Like it should be specific, it should be measurable, right? Achievable, relevant, and timely. So specific means your objective should be specific, measurable in the form of assessment, right? Achievable means you should be able to achieve within the duration which is given to you, all right? And then it should be, of course, relevant to the topic and timely achieved, okay? Then use discipline specific competencies and standards. So this is also very important that you have to have this learning outcomes where your specific competency standards also should be maintained, clear to the students, and the instructors should be in, both the to the instructor and to the students. These learning outcomes should be very, very clear in order to get to the uniqueness and real world application of the learning, and also should be integrated, developmental, and transferable. Use a variety of Bloom's taxonomy levels. Okay. Now, before
Yes,
moving to
ma'am.
the another thing, can anyone tell me what is Bloom's taxonomy levels? You must be aware of. Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
hello, ma'am.
Anji, ma'am.
Ma'am, creative evaluating. Hello.
Anji. हाँ मैम बोलिए.
Yeah,
Creating,
Shilpi ji, you are audible. Please say.
creating, evaluating, analyzing, applying,
Mm-hmm.
and remembering. Remembering.
Okay. Yes. Very good, ma'am. Okay. But why this is very important for this taxonomy, Bloom's taxonomy? Why it is important?
Ma'am, affective value for
Miss Shweta, you want to add something here?
This is the journey from the lower order thinking skills to the higher order thinking skills.
Correct. Correct. Thank you so much for adding this point, actually. Very rightly said. So Bloom's taxonomy is always, from bottom to it goes like this, from bottom to top. All right. So I'll just discuss that also with you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is what it looks like. So it starts from remembering till creating. So it is never from creating to remember. It is from bottom to top. All right. So this is very important, teachers, when you are designing lesson plan, even if when you are designing a question paper, it should be based on Bloom's taxonomy. All right. So where you have to have these components when you are designing a question paper or your lesson plan, right? So it starts with recognizing and recalling facts, and then understanding what the facts mean, and applying the facts, rules, concepts, and ideas, and then breaking down information into component parts, which is analyzing, and then comes to evaluating, judging the value of information or ideas. And then after that, you can see that children are able to create, okay, to make a new whole, like whatever the concept is been taught to the children or explained to the children. At the end of the chapter, they are able to create, design. All right. So this is what the Bloom's taxonomy is. Anyone, any doubt with respect to this? Should I
No,
move
ma'am.
on? Okay.
Clear. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Now, writing effective learning outcome examples. Now, we were talking about when we are designing a lesson plan, we have to have this learning outcome. So, if you're writing, students will understand fractions. So, this is a wrong way of writing it. So I'm just giving you one of the example actually, how to write correctly when you are writing lesson plan and when you are writing outcomes. Okay. So your outcomes are always written in the way which is given to you on the screen, that students will be able to solve fraction problems using addition and subtraction, right? So this is this is the right way when you are writing. This is one example I've just put on, in the one of the slides, which will help you when you are designing your lesson plans. Okay, now very important part, integral part of lesson planning, that creating engaging classrooms. So your
चुन्नी
lesson
तो मेरी
plan,
चुन्नी दे दो.
your lesson plan should be more engaged, okay, with respect to children. It should be more engageful, more, fun, basically, and very exciting for the children. So use storytelling and real life examples, as one of the educator also mentioned when we were discussing about that. Okay, so storytelling is very effective way, uh, with respect to small children or higher classes, it doesn't matter. But the storytelling is a very important methodology which you can always inculcate in your classes to start with any topic. Even the mathematics concept can also be started with the help of storytelling, right? And real life examples. And then
Yes, ma'am.
you encourage participation also. How can you encourage participation, teachers? How can you encourage participation?
We can
Yes, ma'am.
introduce. We
By
can
asking
introduce.
Asking, asking
मैम
questions.
मैम आस्किंग क्वेश्चन हो, जब बच्चे उसमें मतलब खाली अपना मतलब यदि आंसर देते हैं, चाहे वो गलत भी ही क्यों ना हो, उससे थोड़ा बहुत संबंधित हो तो उनको मोटिवेट करना चाहिए, उनके आंसर को एप्रिसिएट करना चाहिए कि हाँ उनने प्रयास तो किया, तो उनको हम
बहुत
इस
बढ़िया
प्रकार
अनिता
से
मैम, वेरी
मोटिवेट
गुड,
कर सकते.
वेरी गुड अनिता मैम, मुझे आपका ये पॉइंट बहुत सही लगा, जो मैं भी बहुत बिलीव करती हूँ. टीचर, दिस इज maybe this is not related with what we are discussing right now, but yes, I believe that this is a part of when it comes to participation. अगर बच्चे ने कुछ गलत भी बोला है, you should never say
तो भी
that, अरे
प्रयास तो किया उसने.
exactly. So you should never discourage the child that कि तुम तो जब भी मुंह खोलते हो गलत बोलते हो, you are wrong, this and that. Never do that. Because what will happen, I'll tell you. This child who is, at least trying to share something, but the moment he opens the mouth, we shut his mouth, right? So what will happen later? Okay, so whenever it comes to the maybe competitive point of view, when it comes to debate competition, or maybe in the classroom also role plays, or any kind of competition happening in the classroom or outside the classroom, this child will be, little scared to take part. Why? Because he has now he's conditioned, as a, that I whatever I speak is always worthless or meaningless. All right. So child will never be now encouraged to take part in any kind of competition, or in any kind of whatever activity also you're doing in the classroom. So even if child is saying something or sharing something, please take the responses. But yes, you must always mention that, yes, but child, आपका आपने ऐसे बोला, this could have been said like this. ये नहीं तो ये ऐसा होना चाहिए था, but yes, I really appreciate कि आपने इसका आंसर दिया, लेकिन ये ऐसा नहीं, ये ऐसा होना चाहिए था. Okay, so this kind of positive enforcement should be done by the teachers in the classroom. But yes, never be so harsh with the children कि आप मत बोलो, गलत बोल रहे हो, wrong है, कभी सही नहीं होता. No, try to refrain yourself from that. Then use
Manisha ji,
multimedia.
Manisha ji was saying something. Manisha ji, you wanted to say something?
No, ma'am. I was initially giving an answer, not now.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay.
So I hope teachers you agree with the point we just discussed just now, right? And the another engaging tool in the classroom could be the multimedia tools, which is very important, right? Nowadays, this is a very, I would say, impactful tool that we can imply in the classroom. when it comes to digital content, maybe showing them the videos, images with the help of presentations. So we have to have these kind of tools inculcated in the classes, and also ask open-ended questions. Okay, somebody just mentioned also when we were discussing the engaging classrooms things. So this is very important, open-ended questions. So open-ended questions could be what, why and how. Okay, so it could be with any objective also. अगर आपने एक object भी दिखा दिया है तो have a point of discussion with, asking them what is this, and then why it is like this, and how you can change it, right? If I'm just giving example, so this what, why and how, if you put across these kind of questions amongst the children, this is something where you will be enhancing their critical thinking, also high order thinking skills. Okay, so this is very important to also put across open ended questions. So open ended questions में कभी गलत और सही नहीं होता है, right? Open ended questions is what is your idea or perception for that particular thing. Okay, so it is never wrong or right. इसमें आपको responses जो बच्चों को मिलते हैं, you have to accept them, but yes, at the same time you can always rectify adding your information to the one the child has shared with you. Okay, okay, so very important. Yeah, so again, activity based learning. So when it comes to lesson planning, along with your writing thing, along with your worksheets, along with your classworks and homeworks, right? This is also very important with the help of these activity as one of the component that we have discussed, right? Activities, all right? So this is also very important where, okay, so hands-on activity. So hands-on activities could be where you are giving them some task, all right, which will enhance or which will help them to build the problem solving amongst the children, and also learning by doing. So giving some, hello?
Yeah, Shananji ji, you can go ahead.
I can go, okay, okay. So, ma'am, just 1 second. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So learning by doing. So giving them manipulatives, giving them some tasks, okay, so that they learn by doing themselves those tasks is also very important to learn the concept effectively, right? And then experiential learning, which is also very important aspect when it comes to the activity based learning, right? So here, experiential learning cycle, I'll just explain you a little bit over here. So here first you understand, okay, the concept which is explained to you. After that, the children is basically trying it out, okay, and then concrete experience by doing it with themselves, okay, and after that, what is being observed by them, they they show it with the help of reflections, with the help of reflection activities, with help of any kind of the way you take the reflections in your classes. With the help of that, they're able to give you the understanding of the entire thing. So basically experiencing the entire things and then giving the reflections on that. Okay, so this is also very important, and also with the help of group work and collaboration. So activities when you are doing in the classroom should have there. I understand there could be activities which can be only done individually, but try to have your activities in the classes in such a way that you have peer activity, or most of the time maybe small groups or large groups, or groups can also be created for doing some activities in the classroom. It depends. Okay, it depends on the topic, but yes, very important that is this collaboration, which is a guideline from NEP when we are inculcating the 21st century or enhancing the 21st century skills among the children. This is very important, a collaboration, which is a 21st century skill, which we have to have in our classes nowadays, right? Now, this is also one point which we saw in the previous slide, that competency-based education. Okay, so uh, when it comes to the uh, a picture which you can see over here is establish a fruitful student-teacher relationship. So basically education is a revolutionizing global educational trend, assisting in creating effective learning programs that help to attain educational outcomes. It is a productive educational strategy that help to increase student engagement, personalization, and collaboration. So more importantly, it prepares them to face the challenges of the future workplace. Okay. So when you are also planning designing your lesson plans, it should be also competency based. Like when it comes to assessments, it should be more of competence based. Okay. This will help the children to face the challenges of the future workspace. Okay. So this diagram, if you see, explains it very well, that establish a fruitful student relationship, teacher relationship. It establishes that. It also, helps in personalizing learning. All right. And then also it helps in designing relevant curriculum, monitoring continuous progresses. Okay. So this is also a kind of helpful thing which you can inculcate in the classroom. Right. Now, alignment with NEP 2020, which is very important when you are designing the lesson plan, it should be aligned with the NEP guidelines. Like we believe in holistic development, means the overall development of the child. Okay. So it should be cognitive, it could be physical, it is also social, emotional, okay, physical, and linguistic. So all things should be built up when you are designing the lesson plan, and it also should be experiential learning focused. These are all the NEP guidelines actually. And then critical thinking and creativity. This is also one of the very important skills of 21st century skills. All right. And then multidisciplinary approach. So multidisciplinary approach means it should be integrated with the other subjects as well. All right. So when, for example, you have designed a lesson plan connected with the air. Okay, so this air topic should be connected with the other chapters also. Okay, there should be integration basically. So multidisciplinary approach means the topic air should be integrated with the other subjects as well. All right. Now, improving student outcomes. So how can you do that? All right. Ma'am, one second. Huh? Yeah. All right. So improving student outcomes means here that you can track the progress regularly. All right. Providing them the support, encourage self-learning, foster a positive environment. All right. So with the help of the lesson plan, okay, you can always track the progress. Okay. So you design maybe some rubrics, all right, or maybe parameters just to check the progress of the child. Okay. So it can be done regularly, it can be done weekly, like that. Provide support. Okay. It also should be in such a way that you are providing support to the students. Okay. Whenever they need your support, it should be given to the children then and then, or whenever it is required. Okay. Also it encourages the self learning. So it should also be the support should be also given, or the topic also explained to the children in such a way that if they are doing self learning also, they're able to do it. Okay. So for example, the lesson plan which you have designed is designed in such a way, and it has inculcated in the classroom in such a way that even if you are giving them some homework right at home, so they are able to do it. Okay. And also fosters a positive environment. So this also should be in such a way that it creates a positive environment in the classroom. So this is basically effective planning plus engaging strategies is equal to always better learning outcomes. Okay. So this is a kind of formula that we should have in our mind when we are designing the lesson plan, that it should be effectively planned along with strategies, effective strategies, which you are going to imply in your classroom, which will give you always the better learning outcomes. Okay. Now, teachers, this is a reflection from my side for you all, right? That what you all were already knowing about it. Now, what is your takeaway from this session? So that I want to know. So now here I actually end my session. All right. So coming to the meeting.
Sharanji ji, can we discuss the pre-webinar activity right now?
Yes, you can. Ma'am, just 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, I could not follow the last slide. Could you please repeat that once again?
All right. I'm just sharing again. Yeah. So basically, it's a reflection, like just to understand, like when we had this session started. So what you were already knowing it, okay? And now after the session is done, what is your takeaway from this session? That I need to now discuss. So let's have a discussion for some time and then we can end the session, Twinkle ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Any questions till now? Any query? Please go ahead.
Excuse me, मैम.
Yeah, अनीता जी.
हाँ मैम, जब वो एक्टिविटी बेस्ड लर्निंग की बात कर रहे थे तो मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाह रही थी, लेकिन फिर मुझे लगा कि नहीं अभी और बाकी है, तो मैं रुक गई. एक्चुअली मैं ये शेयर करना चाह रही थी कि मैम लास्ट सेशन की बात है, मेरी क्लास की ऋषिका वैद्य 5th क्लास की है. जब मैंने लेसन पूरा कंप्लीट कराया, उसका एक्सरसाइज वगैरह सब, और उसके बाद एक्टिविटी कराई, तो मैंने बच्चों से ये पूछा कि बेटा मैंने ये एक्टिविटी क्यों करवाई है. सबके जो जवाब थे वो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट थे, लेकिन एक लड़की जो ऋषिका वैद्य है उसका जवाब सबसे अलग था और बहुत अच्छा. उसने ये कहा कि मैम आपने एक्टिविटी इसलिए करवाई है, जो बच्चे हम एक्टिविटी करते हैं तो उसे हम हमेशा याद रखते हैं, फिर वो करते हैं, और आप ये चाहती भी हो कि हमने जो ये पार्ट पढ़ाया है उसको अपनी रियल लाइफ में अप्लाई करें.
Very nice, Anita ji. Very
Yes,
nice.
ma'am. एक्चुअली अनीता मैम जो आप कह रहे हो वो एकदम सही कह रहे हो. हमें इसी तरह से ही अपनी क्लासेस में भी हमें जो हम बच्चों के साथ हम जो डील करते हैं, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड आप जो ऑलरेडी कर रहे हो, आप बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो. तो आई रियली अप्रिशिएट मैम.
थैंक यू मैम.
वॉट एवर यू हैव जस्ट शेयर.
Any other questions? Any other experience you want to share with us? Anvita ji, as a principal, you want to share something with us? Ashmi ji, Anvita ji, and Bhuvane ji, you all are the principal. You can share
No, I
something
would
with us.
say that if I look at the session today, it was the crux of what NEP is talking about, the lesson plan. So very well crafted, because maybe 1 hour may not have been otherwise enough, but very well crafted that what is the lesson plan actually looking at, what all we are supposed to integrate, put, because NEP talks of 21st century skills, talks about multidisciplinary. It also talks about reaching the learning outcomes, engaging students, experiential learning. So I think ma'am has very nicely, tried to cover these topics, and a lot of thoughts have come to in my mind, what can be done better. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ashmi ji, you want to share something?
Yes, Twinkle ma'am. Good evening, all the educators. I'm so happy to see my almost 95% teachers have participated. And this is just a brief. I'm expecting Twinkle ma'am to have more webinar how to plan subject wise lesson
Definitely,
plan.
Ashmi ji.
And we are also looking for it where we can have all the HODs and different subject can be how it has to be taught. Twinkle ma'am, just a suggestion, if you can brief
Definitely, we will
more
be doing it.
about pedagogical approaches for like how different subject it is different. You can discuss about assignments, you can discuss about activity. I
Yeah.
hope with this 1.5 hour, you try to cover such a vast sea in a small pot. But night's attempt, I'm so happy for it, ma'am, and looking forward to have many more webinar like this. And I
Definitely, Ashmi
request
ji.
you to have subject wise, so it will be very enriching for my teachers too. And thank you, my teachers, you made it possible. You almost, we have 95% of the strength is from my school.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for just a small message, and they made it possible. Thank you, team. Hope to meet you very soon, ma'am. Thank you. All the best, ma'am.
Ashmi ji, just for the information, we have planned something for the summer vacations for the
Okay.
educators. There are different
Okay.
programs, different short-term courses. And from the month of May, we are starting all these things. I will be
Ma'am,
sharing all the creatives with you in the group also.
yes, Twinkle ma'am, I'm going to look forward for it.
Yes,
I'll speak to you also how we
yes,
wanted to upgrade ourselves and as a teacher, as a school.
yes,
So
definitely.
looking forward for it, ma'am.
Same
Thank
here,
you.
same
Thanks
here.
a lot,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bhuvana ji, your expert, we want to know your expert comment also, please.
Wonderful, ma'am. That's in fact we are all in the same stage, learning stage. My teacher also joined, few teachers. Definitely
Yes.
more and more teachers will join. And I'm looking forward for this month of June summer vacation, some training for the teachers.
There are many
Really.
short-term courses, as I told Ashmi ji also. We have planned
Mm.
many new things also. Let's see. We will be floating the creatives and all the things in the coming days. So let's see who are interested
And
and
you are
who are
doing
not
wonderful
interested.
job. You are doing wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yes,
Sharanji ji. Yeah, Anita
हाँ
ji.
मैम,
Yeah.
मैं
How can we
तो
leave
ये
you?
कहना चाहूंगी मैम, आप टीचर्स के साथ में मैम student के लिए भी वेबिनार ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं, वो मैम बहुत हेल्प है बच्चों के लिए। डॉक्टर भी अटेंड करती है तो वो भी बहुत देखती है तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है। मैं भी चाहूंगी कि अभी समर वेकेशन में स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी कीजिएगा,
Yes, there are
करियर
many
काउंसलिंग
programs
के लिए।
which we have planned. We will definitely let you know everything. In the month of May and June, we have many programs coming up.
Good evening, ma'am.
यस मैम, थैंक यू सो
Yeah.
मच मैम।
Good evening.
Ma'am, this is Sandhya Gautam here. I want to say something.
Yeah, please go ahead.
मैम, आज का वेबिनार बहुत ही बढ़िया था और बहुत सारी बातें ऐसी हैं जो, जैसा कि मैम ने कहा कि हम लोग वेबिनार अटेंड करते, मीटिंग अटेंड करते हैं, तो ये चीजें हम लोग सीखते हैं। बट समय समय पर यदि इनको दोहराया जाएगा ना, तो वो डेली बेसिस पे हम उसको इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। और मैम, मैं
Definitely.
एक चीज और चाहूंगी आपसे कि
जी.
एक आध वर्कशॉप आप हमें ऐसी दिलवाएं जिसमें हम ना उन बच्चों को डील करना सीखें जो थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लमेटिक होते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा इनडिसिप्लिन टाइप से
स्पेशल
होते
चाहिए,
हैं, तो हाउ कैन
Week
मैनेज
last
दीज
week we
स्पेशल
have done a
स्टूडेंट।
short-term course on child psychology.
ओके
I
मैम,
think
ओके।
yes, we will be doing it. Don't worry, we will be doing it.
मैम ये
यस
आपने
मैम।
उसमें जेनजी और जेल अल्फा की जब वेबिनार हुआ था उसमें बताया था,
Yes,
मैंने
yes,
अटेंड
yes.
किया था जेनजी और जेन अल्फा वाला। हाँ,
यस।
थैंक यू सो मच मैम। मैम
Can we
मैंने
have
अभी
some
सो
जितना भी
questions
जितने
if
भी
you have from Sharanji ji regarding lesson planning? You can share your experience also with her.
See, since I was also a teacher once and also vice principal, so my experience is that you can make your lesson planning more interesting. Don't just do it for the sake of writing it. Please make it more effective with the help of putting lot of methodology, different methodology. Try to be creative. We expect our children to be creative, but before that, I think we need to be more creative, and we teachers are always. This is my belief. Okay, but yes, we are little, I think, hesitant sometime, or we are bounded with some things which we feel that no, maybe I'm wrong or something like that. but I think we should never have this kind of notion in our mind. Should be open, take challenges, okay, and just explore your creativity, give the best, imply or execute the best with your children, because ultimately it's going to help the children, okay, and we are working for our children only for the betterment of them. So this, when we talked about the learning outcomes, so this is what we want actually: effective learning outcomes with the help of effective activities, explore, I would say. And I think when you enter in the class, just enter that you are also going to learn something today from my children. I know we are more in, maybe we have more information, but yes, I think today our children are more informative. I think they are already well versed with the technology. आज आप देखेंगे, some teachers I still believe that वो कहीं struggle करती है technology के लिए, but children they come and they help them. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so
Yes.
ऐसा होता है, right? So I think
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is
I
also
agree.
exactly. So this is also something which I think we must learn from our students. That will
Yes.
encourage them also कि yes, मैंने आज अपनी मैम को कुछ सिखाया. So I think it's a very good positive
Yes,
thing
ma'am.
which,
We should
yeah,
be open for learning new things.
of course, why
Yes,
not? Why
ma'am.
not?
Yes.
Why not? So
Yes.
it doesn't matter that we are teacher and that we cannot learn at this age maybe, or I have 25 years of experience and I'm perfect. It is never like that. Every day is a learning. So I
Yes,
think we
definitely.
should be open for everything and give your best in your classes.
Any educator
Thank you
can
so
come
much.
and tell us what you have gained from this session today. Shilpi ji, Akriti ji, anyone, Deepika ji, Diksha ji, please, we want you to hear your experiences and what new things you have learned from this session.
मैम मैंने ये सेशन फर्स्ट टाइम अटेंड किया, मुझे ये सेशन बहुत अच्छा लगा और मुझे ये सेशन अटेंड करके बहुत कुछ नॉलेज गेन हुआ। फर्स्ट टाइम अटेंड किया मैंने। थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else wants to say something? Any questions, please? If you have any questions, please go ahead. Sharanji ji, can we discuss some that pre-webinar activity with the educators?
And have they all filled that?
Yeah, they have done it. Actually, they were sending me, but I told them we will be discussing in the session.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone present over here. So what do you think? What is the primary purpose of a lesson plan? Can you all just open the pre-webinar sheet which ma'am has already shared with, activity sheet which ma'am has already shared with you all. So what do you think? What is that? Is it to assign homework, to outline the teaching process, to assess student performance, or to create a timetable? What is the purpose, primary purpose of a lesson plan?
Ma'am, to outline the teaching process.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
प्रक्रिया
It is
की
to
रूपरेखा
outline the
तैयार
teaching
करना।
process.
Correct. So this is entirely on the teaching process basically. So this is our primary focus. Second is which of the following is not a component of a lesson plan? Since we have seen the components, right? So learning objectives, is it a component?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Teaching methods, methodology.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Assessment strategies.
Yes, it is.
Ma'am.
What is not is student
Names, student names.
That doesn't matter. Yes. All right. Now, next one is, what does SMART stand for in lesson planning? We just saw this SMART thing, remember, in the competency, when we were talking about competency based.
Ma'am, the answer is
It
A.
is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound.
Time bound. Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. All right. The another one is, why it is important to have clear learning objectives. Why it is important?
The answer is C, to focus teaching and learning.
Yes, ma'am. Answer is the C.
Teaching and learning. Yes. what is the best way to engage students in a lesson?
Answer is B.
Discussion, ma'am. Group
Work and
discussion.
discussion.
Ma'am, all of the above. D.
Actually, yeah, I also agree. It's all of the above, because there are certain things where lecture is actually required, right? So maybe not with the small children, but yes, after grade 6, if you see that this is one of the methodology lecture based, right? So it is also very important sometimes when you have to engage your students. Group work and discussions,
Four
written
will be
assignments,
B and
and
C,
all of.
ma'am. 4 is only C, but 4 can be B and C also.
Fourth one, sir, to make, okay.
Question 4,
Yeah,
it can be B and C together.
important to have clear learning objectives to make teaching easier, all right, and to focus teaching and learning. Yes, I agree.
Thank you.
Anyways, see, you are going to make the concept easier for the children, right? Now, how you do it with inquiry based or activity based, experiential, and whatever we have just discussed in our session, right? So this is also something which sir rightly mentioned. Yes, it could be part of this question. Yes, so all of the above. After that, how often should you review and revise your lesson plan, teacher? Is it daily based or
Ma'am,
weekly
daily
based,
based.
monthly, daily based?
Daily based.
Of course,
Yes,
because
ma'am, daily based.
yeah, daily based, because lesson plans when we write is always daily based. Okay. What is the purpose of assessment in a lesson plan? To grade students, to evaluate teaching effectiveness, to identify areas for improvement, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Ma'am,
All of the
all of
above.
the above.
Yes,
Answer
All
all
of
is
of
the
the
D.
above.
above. Yes. Next is, which of the following is an example of a formative assessment? End of term exam, quiz,
Quiz,
project
ma'am.
presentation,
Quiz.
or class?
Quiz.
Ma'am,
Quiz.
project presentation.
Yes.
Answer is C.
See, following is an example of a formative assessment. So project based learning can also be where you can assess them. Okay. हम
Ma'am,
जब उनको
even
projects देते हैं, even the
I
quiz, with the help of quiz also you can assess
क्विज
the
मैम,
Quiz,
children.
क्विज
ma'am.
हम तुरंत ले
and
सकते हैं.
ma'am,
Yeah.
class participation will also
Class
help, wouldn't it?
yes,
End of the period.
exactly. Class participation भी जो होता है, उससे भी you can assess the children, right? So
Yes,
maybe
ma'am.
it's a yeah. So maybe अगर हम language को लेके चलते हैं
मैम
English का,
क्विज
तो क्विज भी होता है. यस, क्विज से भी
मैम
आप कर
क्विज
सकते हो
तुरंत
assess.
हो सकता है.
हम्म
हाँ मैम,
हो सकता है
क्विज
नीता मैम.
तुरंत हो सकता है. प्रोजेक्ट में थोड़ा सकता है. प्रोजेक्ट में थोड़ा सा
मैम
टाइम.
प्रोजेक्ट तो अभी
क्विज हम
मैम आप
तुरंत.
मोस्टली आप काफी
I think
स्कूलों में अभी देखेंगे.
quiz and project presentation comes under class participation.
क्विज.
See, project
Yes.
presentation nowadays,
डेली बेस
sir,
पे.
actually I would like to mention कि अभी काफी स्कूलों ने शुरू कर दिया this structure like project based. So they actually the marks are been given based on the project that child is submitting. So you give them the topic, okay, and then they prepare the project, and the marks are given for that particular formative assessment. So this has already been have already started in some of the schools. I know few of the schools where they have this structure already started. So this is also part. Project presentation is of course a kind of assessment that you can do with the children, and also quiz and the class participation could be when it comes to maybe your class test, or when you are actually just assessing them, not the entire thing, but yes, maybe few skills when you want to assess, right? So class participation could be that. Like for example, when we have speaking assessment, speaking skill ka assessment hum class mein kabhi karte hain. So there we have some
Yes.
debate competitions, maybe हमारा कुछ competitions रखते हैं जिसमें speaking skills can be assessed, right? So class participation
Yes, ma'am.
participation can never be entirely for FA1, FA2, FA3 like that. It is part of assessment, could be part of assessment, but not the entire FA or SA, I would say. Can be part of assessment, right? जहां आप speaking लेते हो, आप reading लेते हो कभी, right? कुछ few skills. So that can be assessed with the help of class participation. I hope teachers, actually I have cleared this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Bashanji ji has to
Yes,
go. She
ma'am.
has an emergency. Yeah, thank you. Actually, session is over. And whatever
Okay.
notes are there, we will share in the group. Okay,
So
Sharanji, thank you for
last
your
2
time.
points, ma'am. Yeah, last 2 points we'll just discuss and we'll end. How
Yeah.
can technology be integrated into lesson planning? Using digital tools for teaching, creating outline resources, conducting virtual classes, or all of the above?
All of the
All
above.
of the above.
All of the
All
above.
of the
All
above.
of the
All
above.
of the above.
And the last is, what is the benefit of having a well-structured lesson plan?
This is
Reduces
all of
teachers'
the
All
workload.
of the
All
above.
of the above.
Again, it is
All of
all
the
of the
above.
above.
All of the
Yes,
above.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, yes.
Thank
So
you,
I think this
Sharanjit
is.
ji, for your time and efforts. She
Thank you
has
so
to
much,
go.
ma'am.
There is an emergency. That's why.
Yes, ma'am.
Sharanjit ji,
I need
please.
to leave. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. And
Thank
have
you.
a good
Thank you
evening.
Thank
very
you,
much.
ma'am.
Yeah, have a
Thank you,
good evening.
everyone,
Thank you
for
so
joining
much,
us.
ma'am.
Thank you
And
so much, ma'am.
we
Thanks
will
to
be keep on
Skillveda.
meeting in the webinars now. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Sharanjit ji. Thank you for your time and efforts. Thank you.